Shalom. All right, let me share some facts about the 1611 Bible. All right. Try to keep this quick. Let's see. Come back to that. Okay. And this is like a table of contents. Okay. First book of Moses, called Genesis, and you see Deuteronomy. Notice the spelling is different because English has changed. Okay, notice this is Joshua. There's no J, Judges. Okay, remember I said in my previous video, there's no letter J in Hebrew, Latin, or Greek. Okay, all right. Now, I've heard some people say, well, Moses, how did he write Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy? How did he write his own books before he was born? That's an interesting question. Well, you scroll down here. There's books that they took out. There's other books that they've taken out or wasn't in the Bible. That's how. Book of Jasher. Book of Jasher. And Jubilees. These books is not in the 1611 Bible. They run parallel with Genesis. Let me see. Yeah. Jasher and Jubilees, it talks about the beginning as well as Genesis. Let me see here. Joshua 10, 13, and 2. It's also in the book of Samuel. Okay, Samuel. Yeah. I'm going to go to Joshua 10. I'm going to see what it says in the 1611. 10, it shouldn't be no J there, though. 10, 13, 2. Joshua. I'm going to use the other one. Joshua. They got a J here so people would know what they're looking at. But I just showed you that there's no J in the ancient text. Okay, 10. Is it 13? Let me see. Yeah, 10, 13. Okay. And the sun stood still and the moon stayed until the people all avenged themselves upon their enemies. Is it not written in the book of Jasher? So the sun stood still in the midst of heaven, and it hastened not to go down on a whole day. Now think about that. That doesn't seem to line up with the spinning earth. I'm just going to say that. You know, in school, I was taught that the earth stands still and everything revolves around the sun. But this said the sun moves and the moon moves. But anyway, think about it, but why can't you tell you're moving? Like you're in a vehicle or something. You should be able to tell you're moving if the planet or plane is moving. But let me get back on track here. The book Joshua chapter 10, 1611 Bible, verse 13, mentioning the books that's missing out your Bible, Jasher. I just did a search. I didn't intend to. Anytime you see me typing, I'm doing something, I see something else, okay? And it's also mentioned in 2 Samuel The ancient book of Jasher. Remember I was telling you the parable is talking about the beginning? Joshua 10:13. 2 Samuel 1:18. I don't know about 2 Timothy 3:8. Supposed discrepancies. I wouldn't say this. I don't know. I wouldn't say, well, what I will say, I believe in the whole Bible. And I also know that books have been taken out and they didn't include everything. But let me get back on track here. You could look this up yourself. Bible verses mention Jasher. All right. You can go to your Bible, even with the 66 book Bible, and you can go to Joshua 10:13, chapter 10, verse 13, and then I think that's going to be 2 Samuel. But anyway, 2 Timothy 3:8. Let me go see what 2 Timothy 3:8 says. Let me see. 2 Timothy. I'm trying to make these videos short. Maybe it's not meant to be. Now, as Jannes and Jambres withstood Moses, so do these things resist the truth. Men of corrupt minds reprobate concerning faith. Okay. Anyway, let me get back on track here. Let me go back 2 clicks. Okay. So even in the 1611 Bible, it's missing the book of Jasher and Jubilees. Jasher and Jubilees, and even there's more books. People like, I got enough. I've been to church trying to tell people what's going on. And them being older than me, they kind of got offended that they don't know what I know. Only reason why I know because I seek. Not to boast or anything, but to warn the people they're missing this beast. But anyway, I'm feeling. I've come to the conclusion the older people just gonna have to die out. Notice there's no J right here. Hosea, Joel, Daniel, Ezekiel, Isaiah. Notice there's an F there for an S. So you clearly see that language was different in the 1600s or 1500s. Okay, you can find this yourself. But I tell you a Bible where you can get Jasher and Jubilees. The Bible there, it got Jasher, Jubilees in there, Enoch. You can get it right there. Let me get back on track. I don't win way. Let me see. Now, I got this here. Showing you that there's also errors. How did you get Zeus? Elizeus. Okay. It's Elisha, the prophet. But they got a Z there for Zeus. I just wanted to bring that out so you wouldn't be surprised. Let me see here. Let me try to get back. Okay, here's something you should know. The letter J is 500 years old. Just do your quick search. See it up at the top. How old is letter J? 500 years old. All right. Let me see what comes up on the images. Now this is what you should really think about before you criticize people trying to tell you the truth. J in Hebrew. All right. I went over this several times in other videos, but let me move on. Okay. See, how do I get out of this? Okay, right here. Get out of that. I hope this has shed some light on what's been hidden. And seek the truth. Don't be afraid of the truth. Why would you be afraid of the truth? Why would you be too afraid to investigate information that's different than what you've been taught? Remember, those who know their Bible know Satan has control of this earth. If Satan has control of the earth, then know he's going to put his lies out there. That means he's going to manipulate the education system. He's going to get up over the Bible seminaries. He's going to do things like that. Don't be afraid of the truth. Now, if you wake up in his judgment day, then be afraid of the truth. Especially if you're, what I mean by that, if you're not living righteous. Okay? I'm still working on the videos about the black face of white supremacy. It's basically sellouts of our people and things of that. And the fourth beast, talking about Rome. I'm gonna take my time on that, but I'm trying to make little short messages in between time. All right.